All right, hey guys. So right now I'm about to try to change the front diff fluid, and then I'm going to go for the rear diff fluid. So I'm going to use Valvoline full synthetic 75/90 weight. So each diff is a little different. The front diff is, I want to say, like 3.2, and the back is 2.8. I believe the front is a little bit more. One thing I've learned is these Valvoline Flex Fill ones, fucking amazing, right? I'm not going to use a pump for today. I'm going to use these. Unfortunately, the store didn't have enough, so I had to buy 2 plastic bottles. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to try to do the front first. I'm going to use these plastic bottles and hope that it's a little easier. Um, Using these first and then using the rest in the rear. I got a breaker bar. You're going to need a 24 millimeter thing, socket. I also have a impact wrench just in case this doesn't work. And so with tiny living, I just got in trouble doing some maintenance on the car where I live at. So I'm taking it to a park. And don't worry, people, I do have a container to catch the liquids as well. Um, Another cool thing is there's a bus light right there. So let's get the camera set up in a good angle so you can see this. We are on a tilt, as you can see. You can also see something leaking from my 80 series. Not sure if that's water or it might be a little radiator fluid. But that's for another day, right? So this looks pretty good. So first thing you want to do is make sure you can get that fill bolt, the top one, off. Because if you can't get that one off and you take the drainage out and you drain it, now you're screwed. So let's go for that one first. Alright, move you just a little bit out of my way. So again, top one first. Okay, we're not messing around, we're going straight to the impact. Reason is because that is a little thin of a bolt and I don't want to fuck it up. Stand by. I seem to have lost my attachment for my impact. Okay, so I apologize about the rambling. I don't know where my torque wrench attachment went. I was kind of in a rush getting over here, so I don't know. But I got it off with the breaker bar, right? Like I said, let me show you guys. I mean, this shouldn't be leaking yet, but whatever. Especially because I'm on an incline. But see how thin that is? You can already see I kind of rounded it a little bit. So there's the fill. Now what's good is I have replacements for both the fill and the drain, and I got these on Wits End. Not sponsored, but I'll attach the link below. Magnetic thing, washer already attached. Just so you can see the difference. And these are hex bolts instead. So no more do I have to worry about flattening this. And look how much more metal there is on that. Now let's look at this. All right, no magnet. We'll see what the other one looks like, okay? Now hopefully the bottom one isn't hard to get off. Sorry about the noise. Surprisingly, this bottom one was stupid easy to get off, which that's not always a good thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can you guys see that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Oh yeah, there's a lot of sludge on that. And we're just gonna let that drain for a while. You guys want to see something crazy? That's how sludgy it is. And this is a big container.
So as you guys could tell, that obviously needed to be drained pretty freaking bad. Now, as always, you want to clean out these holes. Make sure there's nothing in them. I'm going to let that drain for a few more seconds before I install the new bolt. Which again, oh, schnikes. Brand new bolt. One for the fill, one for the drain, both magnetic, both from Wit's End. I got 4 because I got 2 diffs, right? This is the front diff. Okay, I think that's enough. Wow. And maybe I'll let it run for a second or two more. Now the diff fluid, it's pretty pricey, so I'm not saying don't change it often, but like the synthetic one I bought, they're about $14 a pop. And you know, it takes about 6. So you're talking about almost $100 with tax. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a better angle myself. See what we're working with here. Okay, yeah. I'm good with that. Now we're going to tighten that with an Allen wrench, because remember, these are Allen wrenches now. Now what I'm going to do before I get under there and try to do all kinds of crazy Allen wrench measuring is I'm just going to try to get 1 or 2 from out from here and measure the extra one that I have for the fill. I don't know. That's actually a pretty good size one, huh? Yeah. All right. It's actually my biggest one, which is a 10 millimeter. Bam. Now you know, 10 millimeter. And remember, you don't want to freaking over tighten these. I just tighten them till they're nice and snug. Okay, what's going on? And that feels nice and snug to me. Now what I like to do is, again, get in there with that rag really well. And then as you fill it, you should see if anything drips. Alright, so there's the fill hole. Here's the bottle. Oh, that's great. So remember, with these fill bottles, you have to cut the top. I'm telling you, if you can get the flex ones, get the flex ones. It's so much freaking easier. There we go. Make sure she's on nice and tight. All right. Like I said, a lot of people use pumps, stuff like that. I don't like to. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Okay, it's not working too bad. Got to take it back out to let it get some more air. Got about half out so far. Yeah, a little more than half out. I am going to try something real quick. So this is the funnel I was using in the transmission earlier. Wiped it out really well. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work any better. Well, it was worth a shot, Dave. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take the top off this flex one. And we're gonna fill this in the flex one. It's the same stuff. Valvoline, 7590. Valvoline, 7590. And how do I know that these ones work so well? Because I used it, right? This was one of the ones that I had left over. I used it on the transfer case of the 80. Right, so critical thinking. I filled this up with the hard one. I'm gonna do that with the next hard one. And see? Okay. It's leaking a little bit from the top. So let's undo it. Tighten it up, wipe it off. And next. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it's still leaking a little bit. That's fine. Let's see with these, you can flip the bags all the way up. There we go. Now let's fill the next one. Make the bag nice and portable. So same thing, just so you guys can see me do it. I think you guys can see that, right? See, it's a full bottle. All right, there's a little bit more in that, but this is getting pretty full, so I'm gonna stop there, recap this one. Again, making sure I wipe it down really nice. And back into it. Oh, shit. go. Bam. So that was 1, 2, and about 3-ish. Remember I said the front I think is about 3.8. Oh, stupid me. And don't forget, you gotta open these. I cut the top, but I didn't open it because I'm a dumbass. And I just lost a little bit. So a good way to test this is when you're flat is, if you're really unsure, honestly, what you can do is just stick your finger in and feel where the oil is. Oh yeah, it's full. And remember, I'm on a decline, so that was actually a little bit more than I probably needed. And again, clean this off really well. Remember, again, snug fit. That's all we're looking for here.
Alright, that took me way longer than it should have. But now let's just start the engine, see if we get any drainage, and we should be good. Alright, so final outcome for the front diff. No leaks, no leaks, no leaks. Holding still. And that's how you change your diff fluid in the FCJ80. I'm also going to do the rear. Probably won't videotape it because it's exactly the same as the front. Have a good one.